Top half of the second inning here. Who's leading off for them as the first pitch is pop foul, out of play, heads up. Number 22, Riley Coucher. Of course, we have a lot of famous people out here today. Coach Prophet right there from the district winning team. As that one's rolled down to third. Great play by Kirsten, but goes foul. Of course, that was, a great season. Did you really think we were going to make that much noise?
Not with the freshman class that we had, but I'm glad we did.
My little brother's in 7th grade right now. There's a swing and miss, 4th strikeout of the day for Ashley. And he's not interested in high school sports, and he's not interested in the high school girls basketball team. But I told him that when he's a sophomore, by the time all those freshmen are going to be seniors, states?
Yeah, I know.
That's the scary part. I mean, it's one thing to have a talented team, as there's a ground ball to second. Emma Hecky there will flip down to Kirsten 2 away. Anyways, as I was saying, I mean, if you look at the team last year, very similar to what we had this year, except that was mainly a bunch of seniors. This time it's mainly a bunch of freshmen. And I really wish I was at that district finals game.
Oh.
My mom and dad didn't let me. Ball one.
Because Mr. Backo didn't get the spirit bus.
To Toledo start, I thought.
Yeah, but he didn't get it to the district champs
Either. Because I thought most people were going to make the drive there.
Yeah.
1-1. I looked, and when I was watching the game, I made up for it by having a virtual watch party on my YouTube channel.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, oh my God, everybody's there but me. It's a giant party in the student section. Strike 2, 1 and 2. I think that was probably our biggest section of the entire year.
I think so, too.
And I think that if this team continues what they do, Medina may not be a big threat anymore. Check swing, pop-up foul. Of course, Medina has definitely given us issues over the years. I remember sophomore year, I think, for me, we lost to them. Junior year, of course, that was the district finals, as there's a check swing base hit in the left field. Nice diving attempt by Kirsten, but it goes in to left nonetheless. Good job there by Rochelle. And now here's Keikos. And then, of course, Medina this year was tough. But really, if you get rid of Medina and replace it with someone else, that's our first undefeated season ever.
Yeah.
First undefeated season.
And we're going to have a lot tougher schedule this year.
Really? One attempt, there's a ball, throw down to second. Missed the tag. Who are we playing this year that's worth noting?
I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but even Mags doesn't want to play us again.
Oh, Magnificat.
We're playing St. Joe's.
Ooh, St. Joe's is good. Ball two.
Medina again.
Medina. Are we home this time?
Yeah.
Good. That might be the difference maker.
Yeah.
I'll try my best to be there for that game to live stream it.
Yeah. Hopefully it's over like Christmas break or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to BW, so I'm commuting.
Okay.
I won't have to worry about that. There's another ball, 3-0.
Are you going into broadcasting?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, my YouTube channel is going to be double, both Highland and Baldwin Wallace next year. Of course, NCAA stuff. There's a strike and a throw down to Emily. Of course, speaking of Emily, you'll probably see her in the starting lineup this year or next year. Definitely an exciting team nonetheless. St. Joe's, of course, as there's a roar to third. That's going to be a fair ball. Kirsten throws it down to Kirsten. We'll pick up this conversation later when we reach the bottom half of the second. All right, back to our conversation. I was just going to say, Coach, that what was worth noting was the JV team also did pretty well last year, or this year. Wouldn't you say so?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Didn't we take down Medina, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, we beat Medina the first time and lost the second time.
Yeah, there's a foul ball back. Of course, one of Medina's players is Joy Hilbert. What's worth knowing about her is that her dad coaches BW football. And 6 months from now, I've been telling Coach Holly over there that we're going to win over Mount Union 6 months and 1 day from now. There's a foul ball, heads up. Nobody's getting that. And what are the odds of that happening? Darn near zero, but that's why they still play the game. I mean, what were the odds of a freshman team carrying us to, winning districts last year? 1-2 the count. Of course, that was still quite a great night, I remember. Playing on my DS that night. I also won Mario Party that night on my DS, so it was good for me. 2-1. I won twice on Mario Party, so that's 3 wins. Kennedy at a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 2-2 the count, and the pitch is upstairs 3-2. Full count after it was 1-2. Crane on deck. I mean, Coach, you've played at Valpo, but my question is, were your college days better than that district win?
We never had any bigger wins in college than how big that game was. Nice.
Base hit in the right field unless she throws her out, which she doesn't. Crane is up. So probably the biggest win of your life for now, of course, because there's still a lot more, not just the freshman team, but also as Colleen Clark is pinch running, not just the varsity team, but the JV team, and then there's that farm system with the 5th grade team, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade team. They're all making noise out there. It is really exciting. I mean, it's hard to follow up and act like the senior class of 2021, but those freshmen, class of 2025, they're special. What happens when they all become seniors? Then we're the team to beat, if we're not already.
Yep.
That's what makes this team so exciting. Is that
we're going to be the team to beat for the next
3 years, and 3+ years, I was going to say, because of course 5th grade, 6th grade, 5th grade to 8th grade teams, they are winning as well.
We have a lot of siblings coming up.
Really? Of course, it runs in the family.
Yep.
And Coach Madsen does a good job with Grace, of course, because she's a sharpshooter. She was making her 3-pointers in that district finals earlier this year. And that was a dominant win. As there's a bunt attempt by Corinne, that was a foul ball. I mean, it was close for 3 quarters, and then the 4th quarter we ran away with it. And seeing 64 points. 64 points. I mean, high school basketball for both boys and girls, 60 points is pretty uncommon, considering the fact that there are 8 minutes. You can hold on for the ball as long as your heart desires. There's a bunt attempt right back to the circle. Throw down is in time. 1 away. But yeah, you can hold on to the ball for as long as your heart desires. But considering the fact that you put up 64, how were you guys able to chip away in the 4th quarter?
Them being in foul trouble and us making free throws helped a lot.
Yeah, they were fouling us a lot towards the end of the game. It wasn't really till like the last 2 minutes in which I had a feeling, which I'm like, all right, we're going to win. I think the live stream cut out with like 10 seconds left, but I'm like, we won nonetheless. Not my live stream, but the one at Elyria Catholic. I think their live stream cut out just before the end of the game, but I'm like, it's over, we won. Swing and a miss. 0-2. First district win in 30 years. And just like that one, that was back-to-back 92 and 91.
Yep.
You can definitely expect this year to be the first of what will be many.
Yes.
Kirsten takes that one for a ball, 1-2. I mean, this isn't just a team to beat. This is going to be a dynasty for the next, I don't know, 5-10 years at least. As long as everyone stays here, you still have the system. Here comes a 1-2. Kirsten down swinging. Courtney comes up for her now. 2 gone in the second inning.
Number 17, Courtney Carr.
Of course, wasn't at the game for start either. And the first pitch is a ball, 1-0. Wasn't there for the game at start, but heard it was pretty close nonetheless. Was it?
The Toledo Star game?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had our runs, they had their runs. Their runs were just bigger than ours.
Yeah. I mean, of course, you never know with them with us next year because, of course, there's still lots of freshmen. Did you ever think, as this one's a strike 2-1, did you ever think during your playing days you thought one day you were going to be coaching a team that has a really good system, really good coaches, one of them being you get the experience in them, all that stuff?
I did not picture myself coaching. But I'm happy I did.
Page in a 3-1 count out here with 2 outs. Kennedy with our lone hit. I mean, of course, it's just great to be around the girls basketball team considering how much they dominate. And ball 4, take your base. Page is up to the plate. Of course, it's also worth noting that a lot of those girls basketball players are also good at other sports as well. You see Emily playing softball. Lena's going to Northern Colorado for volleyball. Is Northern Colorado Division I?
Yeah, they're in the Big Sky.
Wow. So I will never be able to commentate her unless BW decides to play. Strike 1. And I'm just saying, BW did destroy Akron in a game of baseball, 17-2. That is true. It was pretty incredible. 0-1, 1-1. So, of course, all these players, and of course, Grace is on the soccer team as well, and so on and so forth as this one comes up, swing and a miss, 1-2, 2 on, 2 out. Goes to show you that they're good at a lot of things, academically, athletically, and that's what makes that group of girls so special, what makes them so exciting to watch. And that's strike 3 called. Oh, good talk, Coach.
Yeah.
Sure thing. We'll get to the third in a bit.